We have another brand new pit stop for Season 8 of Disney Speedstorm, this time going over everything in the new team mode as well as reworks to ranked in general. It is super exciting stuff. Team mode has been anticipated for such a long time and ranked has desperately needed some reworks, and this pit stop is kind of addressing all of that. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. They began by saying, "Hey Speedstars, Season 8 of Disney Speedstorm, inspired by Disney and Pixar's Inside Out, is approaching fast, and we hope you are as excited as we are. In today's Community Pit Stop, we're going to share details on a highly requested new game mode that will see you teaming up with friends to compete. We will also break down some very important changes and improvements coming to ranked races in Season 8. Firstly, we have Team Mode. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. That's right, a team versus team mode is finally coming to Disney Speedstorm. Team Mode is an exciting and social new way to experience the thrills of Disney Speedstorm that will see two teams of 3 players competing against each other out on the racetrack. Team Mode is an additional competitive mode in Disney Speedstorm, and as a result, you will now be able to select solo mode or team mode from the main menu when queuing for a ranked race. This is super exciting. Because one of my biggest concerns was that team mode and solo ranked were going to be completely separate forms of progression, which, has its own flaws and pros and cons and stuff. But I really like this direction that they've taken, because now maybe if you get really stuck on a character, you have like a level 5 Hortensia who you want to get to diamond or something. Speaking from experience, now instead of failing on solos over and over and over again, you can get a team and you can get carried to go to diamond, which is nice, and I'm really excited to play team mode with you guys and progress through that because it's going to be really fun. Continuing on though, rewards and progression. One of the best features of team mode is that you can earn rewards and progression for both your individual racers and the brand new player rank system, but more on the new player rank system later in the article. Team mode races grant slightly less progression than a solo mode ranked race. However, the MPR points lost in a team mode ranked race are also less than a solo mode ranked race. Team mode is not only a great new way to play competitive Disney Speedstorm, it's also a great new way to progress in the game for players who find solo mode challenging. Teamwork makes the dream work. Again, very exciting stuff. It's basically just a parallel. Point loss and gain is just going to be less around the board, so it's going to be a little bit more of a grind to get up, but you're also not going to be punished as much when you lose, which is totally fine in my opinion. Everything so far sounds pretty good. Moving on to matchmaking and parties. When queuing in a team mode, players can queue alone or with 1 to 2 other players. Players who queue alone solo will be automatically placed with 2 other players. There are also no restriction on the racers that can make up a player's team in team mode. So here we get into the really juicy stuff. So this means that teams of 3 Jumbas, 3 Angels, 3 Minnie Mouses, 3 Annas, all these fun characters that people are coming up with, all these fun team comps, you can do any of them. There's no restrictions, which is super exciting. And you can also play as a solo, so you don't need friends to hop into the team mode. You can get random matchmaking, which is gonna be fun and chaotic at times. I'm sure we're all gonna have terrible random teammates inevitably. Again, I'm so excited for this. Moving on to race action phase. During the action phase of team mode races, there are a number of important differences to know about when it comes to gameplay mechanics. Starting things off with common and unique skills, the effects of both common and unique skills will only affect the relevant team. For example, the charged activation of Racer Anna's unique skill Love Thaw will only grant invulnerability and manual boost to racers on her team and will not affect racers on the rival team. Consequently, using the charged activation of the common skill Fire will only stun racers on the rival team who are within the area of effect and will not stun racers on your own team. A key strategy is to build the perfect team of racers with complementary, unique, and common skills. Some racers can shine even more in team mode, so make sure you try as many combinations as you can. This is so exciting and something I was really hoping for, because Minnie and Anna's skills seem like they're designed for a team mode. They don't lend themselves to solos. Same thing with Mickey Mouse, and I was really worried that all of these characters would ultimately just be bad in team mode because they're still going to be boosting everyone like they do in solos, but this is not the case. They're only going to affect your teammates. All of those positive buff skills are only going to help your teammates, which means there is insane combination, like a triple mini comp of you guys just boosting each other back and forth and just going crazy could actually be viable, which is incredibly exciting. And It opens up so many possibilities for new racers to be viable in this team mode, for the meta to be completely different, and for genuine team composition building to become a real thing, which I don't think would have been possible without this common and unique skill change, and I'm super excited. And then obviously you can't stun teammates, that I was expecting, and I'm very happy for. Obviously the team mode would not be nearly as fun if you just went around stunning all of your teammates, so very happy about that, and I cannot wait to build some crazy team compositions. Moving on to dashing in team mode. Successfully dashing racers on the rival team in team mode works exactly how it does in solo mode. For example, brawlers stun rival racers when dashing, and tricksters receive a random level 1 common skill from their loadout. Successfully dashing racers on your own team in team mode is where the fun really begins. Dashing racers on your own team will not stun or apply a knockback effect, but you can both benefit from the different racer class dash bonuses. When a defender class racer dashes a teammate, both players will receive a shield. When a speedster class racer dashes a teammate, both players will receive a speed boost. When a brawler class racer dashes a teammate, both players will receive a manual boost. When a trickster class racer dashes a trickster class teammate, both players will receive a random level 1 common skill from their respective loadouts, and when a trickster class racer dashes a non-trickster class racer, the teammate will receive one of the following level 1 common skills: boost, rush, shield, shot. The trickster class racer will receive a random level 1 common skill from their loadout. So pretty much now when you dash into a teammate, they get the same benefits that you do, which is so exciting, and once again, something I was not expecting to happen in team mode. I would assume that side bashing your teammate does absolutely nothing, but dashing or side bashing into your teammate is now going to be a viable strategy and something you might actually want to do a lot. Like, imagine 2 speedsters next to each other repeatedly hitting each other, or 2 tricksters just farming power-ups off of each other. This once again opens up so many possibilities for new compositions, defenders giving shields to their teammates. It is so exciting. This really makes me super hyped for team mode. These last 2 things, the rule changes, it is truly going to be a different way to play Disney Speedstorm and synergize with your friends, and I cannot wait to play with some of you guys on my Discord server and in my live streams. It's going to be so much fun coming up with cool team compositions, and I cannot wait to play this in game. Moving on to victory calculation. In team mode, each individual player is awarded a score based on their finishing position in the race. The team with the highest cumulative score will win the race. This means that you should compete until the very end of the race, as every place counts. And that's a wrap on the team mode in Disney Speedstorm. We cannot wait to see all the incredible team plays and strategies that the community comes up with, and then they have more stuff about ranked, which we're going to get into. But again, team mode, I'm just so excited for it. I think it's going to be the best feature we've gotten in Disney Speedstorm ever. Like, when you think back to all the updates, there has been no truly new ways to play the game. Like, we've gotten new tracks, we've gotten new racers, we've gotten new single player content, but there has not been any new online content, nothing that encourages you to play together with friends. But that is all changing now, and it's going to be super fun. There's a whole nother competitive element to the game. This is going to be the way that tournaments should be played. Hopefully we get like a spectator mode to private lobbies, that we can play team modes in private lobbies. Like, imagine having fun 3v3 skirmishes with your friends, or like against other competitive players. It is so exciting to me, and I cannot wait for the team mode update. But again, this pit stop's still not over, so let's keep reading on. Moving on to ranked race improvements. We have been hard at work making improvements to ranked races to make competitive Disney Speedstorm a more rewarding and fulfilling experience for all types of players, while tackling some of the most common points of frustration with the game mode. We will break down all of the changes and improvements coming to the ranked race game mode in Season 8 below. Starting things off with new ranked race progression system, player rank. The community gave feedback that they would like for there to be more incentives to take part in ranked races outside of earning rewards for individual racers. To address this, we are introducing a brand new progression system and reward system to ranked races that adds incentives outside of the rewards attached to the individual racers themselves. This is a long section, you guys, but essentially, Player Rank is a new progression system and reward system that is coming to the ranked race game mode in Season 8. This new system is in addition to the individual racer reward and progression paths, which will continue as normal in Season 8. I'm just going to kind of summarize all of this stuff, but essentially you get player rank points. It's a new rank system on top of rank. So now instead of just progressing through like bronze, emerald, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, etc. with a single character, now there is a separate player rank. So every time you reach one of those individual milestones on a character, it adds to your ranked player race. And on this player ranked reward system, you're going to get a ton of rewards, racer unlocks, racer shards, crew shards, upgrade coins, reward capsules, cosmetics, more stuff. Steamboat Mickey's going to be in there. Super exciting stuff. And at the start of Season 8, we're going to have our player rank calculated, so all of the NPR achievements that you have made will not be in vain. So for example, like me, I have almost every character at Diamond, and so all of those ranks are going to be taken into consideration and calculated to determine my player rank, and then I'll get all of those rewards up to where my current player rank is, and then I can keep progressing through it as if I were a new player or whatever, which is really exciting. The way it reads to me is essentially like a collection level system, but for ranked. So instead of getting points for, collecting new cosmetics or for unlocking new characters and starring up characters and crew members, now you're getting like collection points for progressing through ranks. And then you get your ranked rewards from this, which is really nice. And they're emphasizing that rewards are not being removed from the game. Players will still progress their collection level the same way. System just focuses on ranked rewards and stuff like that. Overall, the player rank system seems really good. It's not going to revolutionize ranked like team mode is. It's not going to be this huge crazy thing for the game. It's just another steady stream of rewards and another progression system on your account. And it's not paid for, so I don't think we really can complain. It's essentially just a second collection level system. Obviously, hopefully, fingers crossed, the rewards are good. We know Steamboat Mickey's going to be on there somewhere, which is nice. There's going to be other shards, capsules. It seems like it's good. I have no complaints about it on paper from what they said in the pit stop. Obviously, we're going to have to see it in game. Again, check out my videos tomorrow. Leave a like and subscribe for that, guys. But it looks good. I don't have complaints about this. Moving on to CPU racers NPR gain and loss. Again, this is a long paragraph to essentially say that computer racers previously weren't factored into how you gain and lose points. Now they are. That's what they're changing here. You guys can pause and read the full paragraph if you'd like, but I don't really need to go through all that. The next section, though, is a big one that I'm going to read through. NPR points gain and loss. The community has flagged that the amounts of NPR points earned based on your finishing position are not high enough, while simultaneously, the amount you lose for lower finishing positions can be too punishing. The sentiment is, that's a big word, exasperated at high NPR levels, especially in lobbies with fewer than 8 players. Oh my goodness. Basically, the community has said ranked is too difficult. They want to make it easier to progress through ranked, make it less punishing and easier to pick off where you left at the beginning of a new rank season. And they have redesigned their entire NPR gain and loss tables to make it easier for players at all levels to progress in ranked races. This also extends to lobbies with fewer than 8 players, which is really exciting. They've also taken the opportunity to reduce the NPR point scale. You'll notice that you're now gaining/losing smaller numbers of NPR points from ranked races. This is no material change here, as we've adjusted the scale of total NPR points needed to progress through the different race ranked leagues. This will ensure a cleaner UI. And now the average number of races to progress to a certain rank is going to be lower than before. So for example, getting to Diamond used to take on average 81 games. Now it will only require 48, which is really good. Basically, ranked is going to be moving faster. And don't be alarmed when the new season starts and all of your characters have less NPR points and you win a race, maybe you only gain 10 NPR points or however many it's going to be. Basically, they've just scaled it down. They've just made the numbers smaller numbers to make it simpler and easier to comprehend, which is good. And ranked is going to be easier and quicker now, which is good. Ranked was definitely too challenging. I've been struggling to get a couple characters to Diamond this season, but now everything's going to be toned back, which is really good. And moving on to new season NPR reset. Starting in Season 8, only racers in Champion League and above will have their NPR reset at beginning of new seasons. In addition to this, the reset is restricted to 10 racers. The 10 racers with the highest total NPR score in Champion League and above are the only ones affected. These changes will make it much easier for you to pick off where you left off at the start of a brand new season. The umpire reset does not affect your player rank in any way. This is so exciting. So now you can push characters up to champion without punishment, basically, which is incredible. And on top of that, only 10 racers are going to be reset per season, which means, pushing and maintaining a roster of Grand Champion or Ultimate Champion racers, which was previously completely unfeasible, is now feasible. And this is excellent. Obviously, we're going to have to see how hard ranked is. Are we even going to be able to push above champion? Hopefully it's a lot easier, but so far everything about this pit stop sounds incredible. And then finally, the last thing, country leaderboards. Season 8 will also see the introduction of a My Country filter to ranked race leaderboards, so get ready to compete with your compatriots for bragging rights. And that's it. That is the whole pit stop. And you guys, I gotta say, this pit stop sounds incredible. Like, every little last thing about it, I have zero complaints. Unlike the ranked thing, unlike all the pit stops last season, this sounds so good on paper. Maybe this is gonna age like milk. Maybe you guys are gonna, clip this rant and be like, why'd you say this? This system sucks. But we're getting a new player rank system, which is essentially just collection levels 2.0, but for ranked. It's just more rewards, not paid for at all, free characters, free other stuff in there. Ranked is now easier to progress through, the reset is less confusing and less punishing, the system is simpler, cleaner UI, we're getting an entire team mode, and yes, it might be unbalanced, yes, there might be crazy jumba cheese strategies, but it's an entire new way to play the game that's going to be fun. It works alongside the old rank system. It's just a new meta, basically, the way the skills interact with each other, the way you can side bash your teammates. It all sounds so nice and fun and rewarding, and I cannot wait to hop in and play this new game mode and experience the new rank system, and it's genuinely getting me so hyped for Season 8. But let me know what you guys think of all these changes in the comments below, and if you want to see them in action tomorrow, again, remember to leave a like and subscribe so that way you're notified as soon as those videos come out. And I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out, everybody.